And welcome back to the MLG.TV Columbus AW Open. Mr. X joined by Rambo Ray. We just saw SB tie it up going into map number 3, 1-1. It's going to be Retreat CTF. You know, we just saw this map in the last series. You know, Envy made a pretty good comeback. You know, they were tied, scored that last flag at the end to take that map. You know, what do you think the keys are in this map coming up?
I mean, there's definitely a side that's more favorable, and it's going to be about which team starts on that side and how they can handle keeping the game close and then taking advantage of that good side to get the cap. So, I mean, it's kind of like almost like playing cat and mouse. It's almost like a chase thing where the team on the first side is playing, like, not playing defensive, but making sure the other team doesn't get too far ahead so they have a better chance, or a chance of tying or winning the game on the better side as well. So it's going to be interesting. The slaying obviously a big part of CTF. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how Faze did the first time in respawn game mode where they outslayed their opponents by 25 kills. It's definitely something that SB needs to not let happen again for them to have a chance to win this map.
Right, and I think, you know, if you can set the pace from the favorable side right off the bat, I think that's important because when sides flip, obviously at halftime, it puts a lot more pressure on that team to kind of make a comeback. And I think that's when you start to see teams, you know, maybe they get a little bit desperate and overextend pretty early. But we're going to throw it up to Puckett and Jack at the desk as this game's about to start.
Tied up, one apiece. Time for game number 3 as we head back to Retreat. Honestly, this has been my favorite map for CTF since the online tournaments. We've seen so many close calls with teams going back and forth on this one. Rarely do we see the flag stalemates last very long as there's so many sneaky paths to get into your opponent's base.
Oh yeah, we've seen so many counter caps specifically on this map as well. This has to be my favorite as well, Chris, and I think Benson would agree with us both. We're seeing teams flipping back and forth here. It's looking like we're gonna get an end game as no one can decide which lineup they wanted to be on right there. Sentinel and Atlas, both two very good teams. They just couldn't decide what they wanted to be on, so you can't blame them for ending that game.
You guys were watching the map intro. I watched Eggs change teams 6 times.
I honestly don't know what they were doing right there.
Yeah, so we're going to get the ref to yell at them and get this going one more time. But, man, 1-1. Faze bringing that last game back, but then falling short in the last 2 rounds of that S&D. Did that take any momentum away from what they gained on Detroit?
You know, honestly, I think that Faze is a team that can bounce back here. They had such a great slaying showing in net map number 1, now going into another respawn game mode. I really want to see how they bounce back, specifically Apathy. He went 0-10 in that S&D. I'd love to hop on board here with Apathy to start off this game.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a mental block at all for him, because Apathy, he seems to be a momentum player. Rarely do we see a donut from any of our pro players, and definitely not this guy. He's normally a slaying beast, though, when it comes to respawn.
Yes.
May not be the biggest name on this squad right now, but he can definitely have the biggest effect on a game.
Oh yeah, just an extremely consistent player, and we're gonna see him using this overclock here to get right over to top white. Gonna be throwing some stuns out here, not able to hit any players, gets taken out there by Fizzer. He is not happy about that start right there.
Slasher trying to push up on that left side is shut down as well, so our first 3 kills going back and forth with, it looked like an early start for our Sentinel squad, strictly business. As I was saying that, though, Sensor picking up Fizzer, who's trying to push up, and his teammates making a nice run on this left pool side. Slasher with the base defense is going to keep it clear as Sensor is going on the attack.
Yeah, Sensor had an amazing game 1, starting it off hot here in game number 3. Not able to pick up that kill. They're going to drop back, make sure he has some support from his teammates. Now, once his health is all back, he's going to get aggressive yet again, going towards his opposing team's flag, knowing that there has to be players near this. Let's see if he can pop out here and pick up this player on this side of the wall. Can he win that gunfight? Yes, he does. Now 3-0 here as Sensor finally gets taken out. The captain of Faze, man, has been playing so well in this series.
I mean, when we saw Faze win the tournament back at UMG, I thought that was one of Sensor's best events, but watching him on the main stage and respawn tonight, he is just taking his game to another level with Advanced Warfare. Sensor playing that so patiently, and that's what I love.
Wow,
just trusting his teammates,
Fizzer.
and then he can just show you his pure talent in plays like that.
Yeah, I think Fizzer forgot to put his thumbs on for the beginning of this game, guys. A Sensor now 5-1, Apathy 0-14. Wow. In the last 2 matches up to this point. He definitely needs to heat up for this Faze squad here, now 0-5, but Sensor is ripping everybody in half.
I feel like Sensor is borrowing Crim6's controller right here.
Yeah.
He is just laser shots across the map, not missing at all. Finally taken down, but 7-2. What a way to open up from your OBJ man. Slasher trying to push up on this left pool side. We're going to see Aches wrapping around the back. He's going to be challenging for a flag. Won't be able to get it done. Slasher connects on the grenade now, and that is 3 dead momentarily here for this SB squad. Look for Slasher to get aggressive on the OBJ.
Slasher just really showing how well he can move with that new exo suit here in Advanced Warfare. Now we're going to hop on board with Aches, sitting at 3 and 6. This guy always can just heat up at any moment. You know he's loud in that booth right now, trying to get these guys hyped here in game number 3.
Aches gonna watch one, sprint right by. Does he chase after it? Knows there's gonna be pressure from behind.
He did not hit a bullet.
And he is just missing right here. Slasher gonna have his hands full. 3 SB players all surging forward. And we'll see if they're able to break in. So far, Faze has kept their base very clean, not letting anyone near their flag.
Yeah, the big key thing here is Apathy is finally on the board now. Once again, went 0-10 in that S&D. Now 1-7 here after the first 3 minutes. I need Apathy to start going huge here. Faze is going to come back. As you can see, we're going to be hopping on board here with John. 4-6 right now for his team. He's pushing this pool side. Going to be checking pool room, now going to get aggressive here. Can he beat the gunfight on Sensor? Yes, he does. Now dipping into this corner. You know he wants to try to pull this flag here for his SB squad.
John working with Sin as well. Sin right behind him in the next room. 10-5 to open things up. Twiz adding to the kill feed. Nice dodge of the grenade there. Unfortunately, shots from 2 angles as his teammate will be cleaned up. Nice pressure. Apathy cleaned up once again. So here comes John. Unfortunately, the protection not there. No flags getting out yet. Twiz hanging back on defense. Let's go back over to our attacking crew. Currently, it's Faze pushing forward.
Yeah, Sensor playing so aggressive here. Going to push up this left side. Can he get control of back rock? Good job there, staying hidden, letting his teammate answer his call out, get the kill there. Slasher stepping it up big for this team, but now Apathy at 3 and 9, going to be pulling it down this pool side, the crucial side to pull it here. Getting coverage from his teammate there in bottom lobby. Chris, this is 100% going to be a cap. Faze is first to score.
Man, they were so persistent, did not change up their plan at all. Nope. Every single push, they've set 3 guys poolside, 1 through the middle, potentially to the right, and they just try and slowly strangle you in. Now, the reason this one seemed to work was Strictly Business failed on their attack. So I'm looking for Faze to continue to try and counter throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Faze, knowing that once they pull up that pool side, SB will have to spawn bottom dirt and push up through middle courtyard. They had 1 player get the cutoffs there. That cap was very easy, and with no players using score streaks, there was no way to kill them from across the map.
Twiz getting in a sneaky position here. Was he spotted? He was. They knew someone was behind enemy lines. Great execution once again by Faze on the base D. We got John trying to push up through the middle now. Gonna find some action top stairs. It's Aches better this time around, and Sin is just gonna hang back. I think at this point in the game, SB just try to go into halftime down 1 flag, not 2.
Yeah, I think the big difference maker there in the middle of that game was Slasher sitting at 15 and 8, now 16 and 8. Here inside number 1, brilliant performance from him right there. Definitely a big reason why they were able to get that first cap.
Now you said your player to watch was Apathy. Apathy was 1 and 8 at one point in this game. He's going to finish the round 7-11 with that capture. He seems to be playing more of the OBJ role as Sensor is becoming a bit more of a slayer. Of course, it's a team effort as always in capture the flag, but look for Apathy to turn it around. He started heating up in the last 2 minutes there.
Yeah, I think really the mindset behind that, Chris, is that Sensor shot has been on fire here in this series. Led the team in game number 1, going positive 14 there, 41 and 27. Also dominated in the S&D. Now we're seeing here as he is 11 and 7. We're hopping on board here with Apathy though at 7 and 11, knowing a player must be down here at bottom dirt. Still checking all his corners. Smart player. Can he pick up Sin? Nice kill there. I think the mental block Apathy had there in S&D in the beginning of this game is finally gone.
Apathy getting chased down. Nice defense by SB. Moving over to Sin now. He's actually not in the action. The player I wanted to go to is John, who's way pushed up on this map. John staying alive. Twiz with him on a 4-kill spree. Both players making moves towards this flag. They're just waiting on a little support on the right side, and that is coming up from Fizzerp and Sin.
Yeah, right now, Chris, what I'm seeing is that every single player in this game, if they have nades on, is using the stun. Now, Benson and I mentioned this on the Bravo stream. Stuns are so good in CTF in this game because you can slow the flag runner down, give you enough time to be able to overextend and stop them from capping. So teams already acknowledging that fact, so throwing it on a majority of their classes. Here we see John with 2 sons of his own. He'll probably use them to his advantage right here.
John, lots of targets, and I like this
Going
exo
swimming.
And he's going prone underwater. Sneaky John, how long can he stay alive? He's going to be cut down before he can get the reload off. Look where Sin is, though. I'll show you on the mini-map. Behind enemy lines, just waiting for the opportunity to go for this pull. There is a player in the back. It was Sensor. Sensor heads up play. He counted 3. They were looking for the 4th. Sensor's going to hunt it down. 1-0 still. Faze leads in game number 3. This one is anyone's game, though. Plenty of time to work with for both squads.
Yeah, as you're seeing Sensor right now, just playing this middle map, waiting for support from his team. Now they're going to get aggressive here on pool side, knowing that the opposing team is in lobby. Sensor gets melted there by Fizzerp. Slasher still not cooling down, picks up 2.
No.
Don't get the 3rd. You stop that.
Sin
25
staying alive.
and
Nice
14.
movement there, but Slasher really has the hot hand. We got to stay on board with this man through the respawn. He has 8 more kills than anyone else in the lobby.
Yeah, he's just absolutely dominating here in this game number 3 CTF on retreat. He needs to stay this hot, though, as Faze is only up by 1 here in this game. Now he's going to get aggressive here, pushing this pool side, gets a call out from his teammate, picks up Fizz there. Now Faze with complete control, but their flag has been pulled. They're going to have to clean this guy up and back bar.
Twiz didn't get very far at all. And now here comes Faze with their 2nd flag grab. Apathy with it in hand does get cut down. Nice kill coming in there from Sin. As Aches now pressing up on the left. We got Slasher coming on the right. Through the middle will be, it looks like, Apathy to support all 4 members of Faze surging forward now with map control.
Yeah, this is a great push here from Faze, making sure they know exactly where the opponents are going to spawn. They actually have 2 players get taken out. Slasher with some nice shots there. Now 29-15, heading at 30. He is just ripping people in half. Chris, unfortunately, got caught with his knife out there. But John, while all this is happening, pulls the flag. It looks like he has some cover here from bottom, middle, able to get that kill.
Good
now,
cover. 1-1.
Base is completely clear. 1-1 here in the final 2 minutes of game number 3.
Great job by John, just like Faze did in the first side. He set up for the counter cap, got the cutoff, and then just sprinted that one home. All tied up with 90 seconds to go. Faze pushing forward, 3 just dropped though, and Sin working once again on this right side, trying to go for another sneaky grab.
Yeah, I think one thing to note here, Chris, is that this game is much more even in the slaying category. Faze finished that first game plus 25, now basically even here. Sin playing the sneaky play style back here.
He's got a decision to make, Jack, because right now he knows there's going to be pressure on his flag. He's going to go for the counter cap. Unfortunately, there's no one to get cut off, so look for these respawns. Sin going for the safe route down low. Could this be the game winner? He just lost his cover, but there are 2 players pushing pool. The cutoffs have to come in. The player to get them are John, and it looks like John, he's going to get both, at least enough to buy time for Sin 2-1.
Fantastic flag run there by Sid, knowing he had his teammates cover, and he cleans up 2 people in his base, not letting the counter cap happen. Sin just made the play of the game right there.
Faze was controlling this game for the first 7 minutes, and then Strictly Business came alive. They took advantage of their opportunities with Sin the only man on the opposite side of the map. His teammates got 3 down, and he just jumped all over that flag. Huge plays in the final moments. We're going to see SB take the lead unless Faze gets it out right here.
Yeah, it does not looking like Faze is going to have enough time to do that. John cleaned up the final kill. There you have it, guys. Strictly Business, surprising probably a lot of people out there, taking game number 3 there because of Sin's absolutely incredible play.
Not just a game, a respawn game from Faze, a team that looks so dominant leading up to this event and earlier in pool play. Sin coming alive, 25-17. The game-winning capture to seal the deal here on retreat. 1 more, and they could be moving on to the next round. Faze, though, going to try and prevent that as we head to Uplink after this.